All right. Back to the book. 2 methods of instruction are used. Kata, which is form, and randori, which is free practice. It's what we call in the jiu-jitsu rolling. When establishing the Kodokan, I employed a method that emphasized randori, and by which kata naturally came to be understood during randori practice. This is rather... So, he focused on rolling a lot when he established Kodokan. Pay attention. This is very interesting
randori.
stuff. Randori. That's like
randori.
It's free training. It's rolling. It's rolling.
I'm just going to remember that.
Yeah.
Use it.
This is rather like teaching composition without using a grammar book, or teaching the basis of grammar while teaching how to write an essay. So this is like, hey, man, write this down, and you're going to make some corrections, and like that's basically rolling live, right?
Yeah.
When there were only a few people undergoing the training, this was not a problem. But the number of beginners gradually increased, and it became impossible to teach kata at the same time as randori. So a few years after I established Kodokan Judo, I created 15 kata for throws and 10 kata for combat, called Kime no Kata, which meant forms of self-defense. So he realized he couldn't teach the same way. He couldn't teach the masses.
Mm-hmm.
So, what that's a big change, right? There's a big change. For anyone that's not into martial arts, there's a big difference between rolling and learning kata. And matter of fact, we make fun of kata, right? I'm not saying that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't say we completely make fun of it, but like I'll see Dean, and let's say I can tell he's tired, you know? He's looking all worn out, and I'll see him, and I'm like, oh yeah, hey, what's going on, man? You want to train some kata today? Meaning, hey, are we just going to go through the motions, not actually
drill?
You know,
drill.
Like, no, we're going to train, right? So that when I say make fun of it,
you don't make fun of it
because what we call kata basically in jiu-jitsu, we call it drilling.
Yeah,
right. You're going to drill this.
Yes.
Drill. Which drilling is part of winning. You got to drill to win, right? Andre Galvao.
Drillers make killers.
Drillers make killers. There's all those things. That being said, we all know if you do nothing but drill, you're not going to be able to pull these moves off going live. And this, with the old what we now call traditional martial arts, that was all kata. And all kata will get you nowhere. That's when when you saw the 90s, when the jiu-jitsu invasion happened, you know, the guy would try his 12-point strike kata method against a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. The blue belt would do a sloppy double leg, take him down to the ground and choke him out. Because they rolled live. They did randori. So you have to have balance, but you got to train live randori. And at the same time, you got to drill too. So be careful. Don't do too much of one.
Seems like the drilling helps you get a hold of what you do with your body. And then the randori, the rolling, gives you control or better skill in dealing with other people's body. Sure. So, and that's what jiu-jitsu is both, where you can kind of...
And you're going to get reactions that are different, right?
Right.
And this is the same thing. This is the same thing like when I was training guys in the teams. Like, you could teach them the basics of how to enter a room and then how to move down a hallway. But as soon as you put another person there going against them, it was like different things happen.
Yeah.
Different things are going to happen, and you got to be ready for it. So you have to go live. I told you this story before, but when I first started playing basketball, and my coach had the old school Hoosiers coach, right?
Yeah.
You know the old school. You seen the movie Hoosiers?
No.
Oh dang! So in Hoosiers, the guy's old school coach like, hey, no, you're not even allowed to shoot. We're defense. Run the drills. Drill. We never scrimmaged. And the first time I played in a real game, it was the first time I played in a real game. I went down the court and like called the play and expected to be able to execute the play that we had run the little pattern, and the other point guard just picked me off. I was in 7th or 8th grade. He just picked off every pass I threw. I was just because I'd never done randori on the basketball court, never scrimmaged, never played. So you got to balance those two. All right.